Hello YouTubers, this is Retro Railroader here, and today I just wanted to talk about, what my railroad is, what it's based on, and one of my favorite engines I like to run, plus what my dream set is to add to this railroad. Okay, so let's get started. My railroad, originally I was gonna call it Phoenix Transport, but I decided to cut back because Phoenix Transport really, for me, was like a nationalized network that spanned the entire United States, Canada, Mexico. But I decided to deviate from what the movie is going to be when I get my film career to like a alternate version for my modeling on my model railroad. Like if Phoenix Transport on its scale had never happened. Like if the APWR still remains small. It's basically what my model railroad is going to represent, deviated from what the film production is going to be. So, if you're wondering what the APWR is, the APWR is the Allegheny Phoenix Western Railroad. It's an Arizona railroad, but there's a catch. See, because in Arizona, there's like an alternate dimension where like it's not desert like usual Arizona is. It's more or less, when you go through this dimension, it's almost like being in the Northeast more than Arizona, where there's like lots of like forests and wooded areas and white-tailed deer and stuff like that. And it's like more like Pennsylvania is. And the areas of like Strasburg and everything, where like there's lots of like Amish looking people and stuff like that in this alternate dimension. So instead of like desert, it's more like Amish country or whatever. And my railroad is actually based on a railroad in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, called the New Hope and Ivyland Railroad. Now, originally it wasn't going to be based on this railroad, but the funny story is, I actually learned about this railroad through the Lionel catalog, because there's a set in there with a GP30 number 2198 and 4 former Reading passenger cars, which I'll be showing this set later on in the video, because it's actually the dream set that I've been talking about before. But I saw that set and I fell in love with it, so I decided to look up the real railroad, and I just fell in love with it from there. And I was like, hey, why not base my railroad on this one? I mean, I could do that, because there's lots of people that have freelance railroads that base them on real railroads. And the New Hope in Ivyland is small, which is realistic because my railroad is going to be very small. In fact, New Hope and Ivy Land is actually stretching it because they've got like 24 different engines. And I don't think I'll ever have 24 engines. I mean, sometimes I've got to wonder how folks like Eric Siegel, with like over 100 locomotives, even keep up with their stuff. Because, like, if I had that many engines, I'd forget that I had stuff. Like, half my stuff wouldn't even get ran. So I actually do not want too many locomotives. Although I will probably have a whole lot of rolling stock and a whole lot of passenger cars. I need some passenger cars because my railroad does a lot of passenger service, just like the New Hope and Ivy Land Railroad. I've actually done some paint schemes for this railroad. Like what I'll do is I'll go on trainiacs.com and I'll go up there and get like a drawing from like an unpainted drawing from there, and then I'll upload it into paint, and then I'll paint it into my railroad. And sometimes I'll post it on social media. Hopefully I'm not violating anything, because last time I looked, you can use those drawings for personal use, but you can't be commercial about it without asking for permission. And I don't think I'm going to be commercial about it. I'm just showing it off on social media. So, like YouTube and stuff like that. But, it's just different things. And then, so what I'll now do is I'll, show what my favorite locomotive is that I run right now, and show off my dream set and different things like that. So on to it. Alright, so now I'm going to show off my favorite locomotive to run. It's actually over here in the corner. I haven't run my stuff since June, so it's kind of dusty, because I don't really have a good place to run my stuff, so it just sits in the box. Hopefully that's subject to change. But what we have here is, and sorry I can't run this in the video, but we have an RMT American Railroad Legends beep, and I love this thing. This is actually my favorite engine that I own. So let me unbox it. Yeah, I hope I never have to part with this thing, because, like I said, it's my favorite engine that I have. It's a slow locomotive, so it's not very fast. I've actually heard that the beeps with the chrome handrails aren't that fast. But she's heavy though. But yeah. I love these beeps. I bought this from my hobby shop. Now there was another beep that I wanted to get, but I didn't have enough money. Hopefully it's still there the next time I go. It was a Boston in Maine with the black and white cab and the blue body. But I'm a huge fan of the Rock Island, so I had to get this. And set it on my catalog. Yeah. So yeah, that's my favorite engine that I like to run. I'm not gonna put it all the way away yet till after the video. But now let me show you my dream set in the catalog, which is the New Hope and Ivyland set. I do want that Pennsylvania John Bull though. But for a conventional engine, it's a little bit too much. But anyway, this is my dream set. It comes with New Hope and Ivyland number 2198, which I absolutely love this railroad. I think this railroad actually might be my favorite real railroad. I know that might be a little bit of hyperbole for some folks, but honestly, I can't stop watching YouTube videos of this particular line. It comes with the rating coaches, with the detailed interiors and stuff, but I don't know if I'll be able to get this set, honestly, because while I can run the GP30, I keep wanting to say GP38, GP30, because I have 036. The only track I have is the track from the Hot Wheels Lion Chief set, which it comes with 036 curves. While I can run the GP30 on Bluetooth, I don't know about the passenger cars, because I think the passenger cars need an 054 curve. And there's another guy on YouTube that I follow called Matt's Trains. He's actually getting this set, and I think he has 036 curves, so I have to see what he does with this set. See if he can actually run his cars on his 036 layout, because I may be able to wing it. But the other problem I have with, as far as like the availability of me getting this set, is it's probably going to be very popular with folks, especially up north, and the fact that it's just shy of $1,000, and that's kind of money is something I really don't have right now. I really don't have all this money to be actually blowing on trains. So I really hope I don't have to, but I may have to pass on this. And honestly, I was hoping Lionel would do New Hope number 40 for volume 2 of this year, but sadly they didn't. Hang on. Alright, I'm back. Had a little bit of a interruption there. My Godfather called, and hopefully I don't get a copyright violation on YouTube, because my ringtone is actually the 1984 Transformers Season 1 intro. But yeah, hopefully I don't have to pass on this one, because I was really hoping to get my hands on this one. And like I said, I can run the GP30 on Bluetooth, but I don't know about the passenger cars, and I know that these cars are going to be something spectacular, because I've seen the real ones on YouTube. And I've also seen the real 2198. So here is to Lionel. I hope that they release more New Hope and Ivyland stuff in the future. And hopefully they might make a New Hope and Ivyland engine or set that's in the traditional line. Because then I might actually be able to afford something like that. But I just really know that I really want a piece of that railroad, because after all, it is one of my favorites, if not my number one favorite these days. Alright, so I just showed off my favorite engine that I like to run, plus my dream train set. I actually now have 4 locomotives, one of which is retired, and then one of which actually needs some mechanical work, I think. I'm afraid to open it up because I'm not that mechanically inclined. I don't have the dexterity to be taken apart, locomotives. But I think the E unit in it is bad. It's a Northern Pacific 44 tonner. From about the 1950s. But that is my video, and I thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and drop a like, drop a comment if you have any ideas of where I can take this railroad, and any hopes that you have for me of the future. That'd be really appreciated. Thank you again for watching. Retro Railroader out.